YouTube guys, Matt back here again. Today I'm going to do a video on what's my iPhone, since I did change the way I set up my home screen, obviously, on the second page though. So let's go. And I was going to do a video on an iPhone 6 today and kind of looking back at it. But unfortunately my iPhone 6 is not charged. I can't charge up my iPhone 6 because there's storms, so it probably wouldn't be too safe to charge it. And there was also just also my power bank isn't working correctly, so I'm just doing this today. But on the first row, I've got messages, which I use all the time. Photos I use sometimes. Camera I use sometimes. Not obvious calendars on that row, as you can see. And then we've got all the basics. Clock and weather I use all the time. Clock I specifically use for setting my alarms because for school, since I'm on virtual and there isn't exactly a bell telling me what to do, so I just set one. But clock and weather are the ones I use out of the second row. Maps and reminders are there too. The next row has notes, stocks, news, and books, and notes is the one that I use to paste all my links to my YouTube videos, but I don't use it too much. It's for like my social media and such. News I've gone to like a couple of times, but not very much. Stocks I never use, books I never use. And then we've got the fourth row, which App Store I do sometimes use, but not very often. Podcast, TV, and health, home and wallet I never use. Such things I sometimes use since iOS has too many pop-ups now. On the bottom row, I've got phone, mail, Safari, and music. So the first row, the home screen, is basically the same. So now we're going to move to the second row where we see lots of change. So this first folder right here is what I call Apple crap, which is basically just like extra Apple apps I don't really use. Well, FaceTime I sometimes use on my phone, but that's in Find My maybe, but most of the time it's to find my phone. So I don't know. An iMovie I do use to edit my videos. And then I've got social media. And then so that's the end of this folder. That folder, and now the Apple crap folder, and then this is my social media folder, which contains Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and YouTube Studio. You all know what those are. And then I've got school/Google crap folder, which has got Google Maps, Google Slides, Google Maps, which I never really use, obviously because my phone isn't hooked up yet. That's why I don't use Apple Maps either, so I can't exactly. My car doesn't have Wi-Fi, so I can't really use it when I would need it. Slides I never use on my phone. Classroom I do sometimes use on my phone if I've got to like upload a picture or something to an assignment. Docs I rarely ever use on my phone. Remind I actually use all the time, since that's like a school messaging app that my school uses. And then Zoom I never use on my phone. Now I actually got the smart home/TV folder, which is basically got the Roku app, which I could like watch stuff on and control the TV, but I don't necessarily watch anything on here. I just control my Roku. Lowest Lantern obviously is not obviously, but it's what I use to control my strip lights. Peacock is, well, you should know what Peacock is by now. For other crap, I've got Dual Jump here, which I sometimes play, but not too often. Weatherbug I mainly find Weatherbug handy in the summer because then it tells me exactly how close lightning is, and of course gives me radar, so I mainly use that in the summer, but not really often otherwise. Or at least last summer I used it a lot. I don't know about this summer, since I've only had this for over a year. Runkeeper I just download frequently, which is and it's okay, but for homework was to walk a mile, and I thought it would measure distance for me, even though it didn't. And Samsung iTest is actually this really cool application which lets you kind of replicate like the Samsung Galaxy features, except on iPhone, to see how good it actually is, even though it is not actually very good. So yeah, that's basically it for what's on my iPhone as of May 2021. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and so that way it gets higher in the YouTube algorithms. You're also and please like and please subscribe and share this video. Peace out.